Spears Computer World here with a review slash kind of brief tutorial of Codeacademy. Codeacademy allows, whether you are a developer who codes, who wants to kind of brush up on skills on those languages that you may have gotten a little rusty on, you can do that. And then for people who have an interest in coding as a beginner, you're able to go through these interactive modules with Codeacademy. One thing I want to get into before I do an actual review of this product or this web-based kind of coding modules, I'm going to kind of show you what they have now. So you're able to code with all of these different languages. It says 7 courses, 53 real-world projects, and you can see the rest on the screen. I won't go through it, but you're able to pay a fee, I think, of about $20 a month to upgrade to Codeacademy Pro. And for those of you who may want to get more advanced projects, this is ideal. I don't think that that is a bad deal at all, because I think at any time you're able to stop paying the $20 when you get ready. But if you're like most people, you may not want to pay the $20 a month, so you may want to go towards the free alternative. But the free alternative isn't bad at all. It offers modules to those 7 languages I mentioned below. And so I've started on HTML plus CSS. I'm able to code in HTML, but I want to brush up on that and CSS, because I do use WordPress for my word design. And there are a lot of drag and drop features out there, or themes that you can load onto WordPress that allow you to not even code at all. But what if you want to take your designs to a new level, because what you get out of the box on those things are sometimes mediocre? So what I'm going to kind of show you here is the path I've been taking here recently, and that's to make a website. And like I said, I just finished up the HTML plus CSS, and right now what I'm doing is building the actual website. And what I'm going to do, I want to go back to the HTML and CSS module that I just completed. And although I finished it, I'm going to go back in to a lesson that I already completed. Just kind of show you what you'll be getting into. And so after the break, we'll dive. So once you're in the module, this is what I like to call it, you're greeted with HTML basics, and for each language they'll give you a brief history on what it is the language is about. And so it tells you what HTML is, why you should learn it, and then it gives you instructions on what you need to do to be able to code. And so it kind of takes you by the hand to allow you to code comfortably without feeling that you need to try to cram everything into one setting. It takes you by the hand, and it allows you to go at your pace to learn what each component of HTML means. And if you ever get stuck, you're able to go here and it'll give you a hint. And the hints are designed to kind of help you to get back on track if you may have forgotten a concept that you learned previously. And those are definitely, I've used them a couple of times on concepts that I may have forgotten. Okay, what was the syntax on that? I'm able to go on that hint. But in some cases, you're not able to do that, get a hint, but you are able to go here. But you are able to go and click here. And what it'll do, it'll kind of show you the outline of what you'll be going over. So if you ever get lost on a concept that you are trying to learn going forward, you can always go back. So now I want to kind of show you what you can get into when you start applying CSS. If you who don't know what CSS is, it pretty much allows you to go in cascading styling sheets, which allow you to go in and code several pages in CSS without having to code each individual page in HTML, if that makes sense. And as you can see here, before I go in there, you see these padlock type locks here are for those of you who want to do the pro version. You'll be able to take quizzes and take things to the next level. So I'm just going to kind of go here. Let's go to design a button for a website. And so for those of you who are, watching this video, this is what the free version has to offer. And personally, I've been able to be more confident in my coding, and I feel that I am well versed now in being able to, code and do different things in CSS. So one thing I like, they show you what you'll be building. They give you the result before you actually build it. They kind of show you visually what you're going to try to aim towards accomplishing. After that, you just submit and save the code. And then you start the next lesson. So what it says here, and I had already done this here, is it says on your CSS tab, add a div selector, which I did here. And then you add a property of value pairs of the following. And as you can see here, I can follow this as I go to see what I need to put on my style sheet. And so it walks you through it. And in this example, it doesn't have the stuck or get a hint, because at this point you should be able to know what you're doing, in a sense, because you're beginning in the beginning stages. And so if I was to just take that off and then say save and submit, it'll say, did you remember to give your div a height of 50 pixels? And so you'll be able to go in, and I just took out the G in height just to give you an example, that it will give you a warning before you can proceed. But once you get the syntax of the CSS correct, then you'll be able to move forward. And so these are this is just one of the things you can do. You can the other languages such as Java, PHP is going to be my next. Once I'm finished with making a website, I'm going to go over to PHP, and then I'm also going to learn Ruby on Rails, because this will help me to become a better developer for my clients, to be able to understand sophisticated code. And one day I do plan to go on the $19 a month plan, and I'll do a review on what's the benefits of that. But for me personally right now, I have everything that I need on the free version, and I think that you will too. So if you have any questions, drop me a question or whatever you want to say in the comments, and I'll do my best to try to answer those for you. This is Spears Computer World signing out.